Didn't know you were going to be here. Let's see what I got here. So weird. The band's been around for about 2.5 years now, and we've just been working hard as we can while we've all been in college.
Philip was a senior in high school, and I was trying to recruit him to come to ACU, and I played snare in the marching band at ACU, so I had a key to the percussion room, and Brandon was in there playing piano, and I said, Philip, you should come up and play drums with this guy playing piano. And I set up the jazz drum set. Philip came in and sat down on the drum set and just started playing with Brandon right away, and it was just like magic.
Me and Mitch were good friends back in Memphis, and he was going as a freshman, I was going as a junior, and we had kind of talked about playing some music together when we got down here.
I grew up with Philip and Daniel already went to school in Abilene, and he knew Brandon and Mitch, and I was at a point in my life where not much was going on. Some friends were leaving, old bands were breaking up, and I needed to get somewhere and do something, and so I called him up and asked if I could play bass for him. Everything kind of fell into place.
Where are we at, Bill?
So this is Monk's Coffee Shop, and it's a nice local gathering spot for artists, and this has been just a really cool place, very influential with the community as far as bringing music to Abilene.
We had a show with 2 other bands, the Hero Factor and Solar, which are
the very first show
nearby. Yeah, actually. And it was just unbelievable. People were just piling on top of each other. There's bodies piled up. I feel like Abilene now has somewhat of an established music scene, the results of like that show, because we brought in some real, like those bands were awesome, and people were like, yeah, this can really work here.
My name is Justin, and I play keyboard in Homer Hiccolm and the Rocketboys, and I'm about to take you guys on a grand tour of our house. Behind me, this is 1801 Lincoln Drive in Abilene, Texas, and this is where 5 of 6 of our members live. Some of our friends have dubbed it the Palace. So we'll take you inside, and you can decide for yourself what you think.
This is our living room. We do most of our living from this room. This is our kitchen. A lot of cooking and eating goes on in this room. This is a coffee pot. What it does basically is brews coffee, and then we drink it. And we're about to enter the Promised Land, which is where my band, Homer Hiccolm and the Rocketboys, practices. We've had 3 Promised Lands. The very first one was this garage of this girl's house that we didn't even really know very well. And the first time we walked into it, we actually had to break in, and we walk in and there's just leaves and boxes just piled everywhere. We couldn't even walk in hardly. So after several weeks of cleaning up, we finally had a nice spot. We called it the Promised Land.
So many things have fallen into place that just seem right. And there's always been so many people willing to help us along the way. It's almost like we feel like we're doing it for everyone else as much as we're doing it for ourselves.